Welcome back, baby. Came to the right place. I'm finna do a reaction to Lil Yachty and Drake, a Moody conversation, episode 1, feature mood. Um, I seen some snippets of it on the internet, so I'm finna react to the whole video now. So let's just see what they're talking about.
On the beach, like
And full
right now, on
context.
some Aquaman shit, like popped out of the water. I would not be like, I would be shocked. You know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I would be a little, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously.
You know, I had to fix it up for you, baby.
How you guys doing? We're here, Yachty here with Future Mood.
Excuse me.
This is something.
It's finna get hot too. Like it's gonna be fall. I had went outside, man. All those goddamn plants and stuff like that. Like y'all know how it be. I like the fall as far as like the setting and how it looks and stuff, but I have bad allergies like in the fall. Like it turns up. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. Like, with the pollen and stuff like that. Like I do not like that stuff.
Special and new. And we're doing here at Turks. One and only Turks and Caicos. Just here flex my muscle a bit, doing things that most people can't.
I'm weak. That's facts though.
Drake Drizzy Rogers. How are you? Do people call you that?
Not really.
Drake Drizzy Rogers?
No, not anymore.
I don't know if I want to do that.
You know the story behind that?
No, what is the story behind that?
My email was drizzydrake@rogers.com.
You actually told me that.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is the service provider in Canada.
Yeah.
And then he thought that he didn't realize.
Who's he?
Wayne.
Oh.
Wayne thought that he didn't realize at that time that the at in the email was like
okay,
like a middle interference.
Not in the name.
Yeah, so he just thought my name was Drizzy Drake Rogers.
And he just kept that.
Oh,
I mean, he rapped it once. I didn't have the heart to correct
it. Yeah, I wouldn't have corrected him
either. God bless his heart.
Yeah. One thing that we really, really have in common is our love for our mothers.
Yes.
What is that like, being like the star? Obviously, this is a question for your mother. I've actually asked her this, but what do you think it's like for her with you being whom you are? I think obviously at this point is not now. Let's go back to like 2015, 2013.
I never realized you had to come down like that, by the way. I just had to say that.
Yeah, I did.
Shout out to the sleep.
Yeah. Those are my guys.
I never really took that in.
Yeah. Those are my guys. That's out to Fiji.
Yeah.
100%. That's my brother. That's for life.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna get into it,
Look at that.
Yeah.
It was just like,
it's so
talking about my mom and then I'm just thinking about the city and I was like, am I like a vision?
Are you tripping?
Yeah. No, that's what's up.
I dead ass outlet. Those are my brothers, bro. I love those guys. Those are only that and the owl. Only cats I have. Besides my own game.
We love that.
Mothers.
Yeah.
What do you think that's like?
I don't understand what's it like what to have.
Yeah, like what? Everybody got a mother.
No, what do you think it's like for her to be the mother of you?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
I don't know. They were gonna really kind of this is excluding so I didn't really want to answer that. I guess I don't know. I mean I'm a father. And I've been through so much with my mom. Just times where it was I didn't I feel like there's real times where we didn't know what the outcome would be. There's real times of uncertainty that I've been through with my mom. And I guess now as a parent I assume that she expresses her pride and gratitude every single day.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's it.
I mean, if it wasn't for her, bro, you wouldn't even, exist. So,
That's a tough one for me to answer. I mean, I assume it's probably just thankful.
Do you fear for her?
Like in what way?
Like I fear for my mom all the time, just being like who I am and just like her going out in the world and just
yeah.
being herself, like going to the grocery store and no.
No, I mean, I think my mom has like this really insulated circle that she rolls with, which I fuck with too.
Yeah.
Like, but aside from that, like I try not to. That's like thinking like, are we gonna die every time we get on the plane? Or like I can't think like that because
Yeah.
I'll go to like dark places. I can't think of anybody ever doing anything small.
Yeah.
I try not to anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. I want to talk about shit that we kind of talk about, and just shit that, I mean, obviously you haven't done one of these in a shit long time. So I just want to take it all over the place. A guy like you that essentially I feel like, and I'm not going to say has everything.
Yeah.
Because no one has everything.
Oh, I was trying to say something. But no, yeah, Drake is not, he is not going to do, at least at the point he is in his career, he is not going to just do an interview with anybody. So that's how you know that him and Yachty is actually cool in real life. He ain't going to just do an interview just with anybody, just to do an interview or whatever.
But has accomplished so much in life and has reached so many levels, seen so many things, experienced so many things. What else is there to want? Like, what does someone want who has material? That's not even as far as materialistic. That could be as far as anything. But what is it there that to even search for or want as a human, as a man who has touched so many things?
Well, I think like on a broader scale, I think I'm at the point now where I just want to like, I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit, like, and almost just kind of, I feel like a lot of people that I've watched as the years have gone on, it's a really addictive, competitive space. And oftentimes you're like addicted to the competition itself. And so, you'll like, sometimes it'll baffle you, like, why are these people still making attempts at, like, trying to be present in the space? And then you'll realize, like, they probably, their needs and desires and their soul was probably fed for so long off of being a guy or the guy that they can't let it go. And so I guess, like, what's left for me is just to find a way to gracefully continue. Like, I'm not ready now, but to gracefully like continue making projects that are extremely like interesting and hopefully cherished by people, and then to find the right time to say like, I can't wait to see what the next generation does. I'll still be around to like, work with people or do a show here.
Oh, Drake, I'm the next generation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you for that future. You don't gotta release any more music on your own anymore, but I'm right here. You feel me? I'm gonna call you up. I need you on this song. You feel me? It'll be a surprise. And there you go. I'm just saying.
But I'm not going to like force myself to compete. I would love to just see what the next generation does whenever that time is. So I guess like that's like the one thing that I like want for myself really badly. And then like, I don't know, like I also really need like a house in Turks.
Yeah. There's a song, it's on Views where you said something about retiring at 35. When you got close to 35,
I hate hearing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it the other night while we were at the
Yeah, people always say that. When you were younger, did you think 35 was
really old?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
like
old.
35. I'm like, good.
Yeah, I just
Like, I don't like when folks that be in their 30s, 40s, 50s, you know what I'm saying? They be like they old. Honestly, I feel like you don't really be old for real. Like, old is like 50, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, 50. Like, you've been on Earth for 50 years. You had a couple of kids, now you got grandkids. Shoot, you possibly can have great great grandkids. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I would be like, okay, now I'm old. You feel me? But at 30, 30s, 40s, I'm in my 20s, so don't even try me. You feel me? I'm young as hell. But I'm just saying.
Like maybe that's like maybe the I think that
Were you like 26 then?
I was young, yeah. I think like that and sometimes when I've like said girls' names in songs, maybe those are the two things that I look back on. I'm like, maybe I could have done without like
But that's
shitting
your
on people
truth,
for
though.
age,
That's your
like
truth.
or saying like, you know, or like disrupting somebody's life. I never like the lyrics are never with ill intent, but it's like I had somebody one time be like, you know, it's not necessarily what you're saying about me, it's the fact that you said it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like just in the sense of like you don't know what
Made
it
it a
does to me. Like you
conversation.
don't know who my boyfriend is at the time, or you don't know who like what my family knows and doesn't know. You know, and if you express like any form of discontent for me in a song and say and call me by name, then all of a sudden like I'm left to kind of like pick up the pieces and
I mean, I understand it for the you know, the women name that he's saying, but like take because I remember when he mentioned SZA, like when he mentioned, I ain't gonna go too deep into it, but when they're like a celebrity as well, then I will see why the woman would have an issue because it's like, dog, like folks know me, and it's like you put in certain stuff out there, right? But if they're not a celebrity and you just say somebody's name, I don't feel like that's because the only purpose people gonna know is like the inner circle, right? So, and even then, it's people with more than it's like a person would have your name. So it's more than it's a billion scissors out here. You feel what I'm saying? Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. So it's like I wouldn't see why whatever. But me personally, I'll still mention a girl name. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Um, I just wouldn't be like I wouldn't say her full name. Like I wouldn't give you any details. I would just say her name. But I get it though.
my own life that I've like tried to build up for myself. So I've like tried my best to stop doing that, but I like to be honest in music too. So
Yeah, exactly. And it's your truth, bro. It's not like you making up. Now, mind you, I'm pretty sure it's artists out there that's making up stuff. They'll probably make up a girl name. Yeah, I just smashed Carisha last night. Like, bro, no, you didn't. You don't even know a Carisha. That's when it's like, okay, now I'm looking at you like you, okay, now you tripping. But if you telling the truth, it's different.
That one's a push and pull. But when I was younger and I would like,
you used to do a lot. I used to think you were making girls' names up.
No, I don't think I've ever made.
I never thought he made girl up.
I think that's the one thing that I would like maybe say is like just makes me kind of be like just to think it's so wavy to be young. It's not that sick. Because I'm here now, like I just left 35, right? And it's like
you're getting up there.
Yeah, he's 36.
Well, all right. But
he don't even know how to respond to that.
Just saying.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. How old are you?
25, so
yeah. I can't wait. You're gonna get old.
That boy Yachty said that shit in
coffee. When I'm old as fuck, you're gonna be in a cane.
No, by the way,
that's crazy.
You'll be using a cane.
I'll be 10 years old than you.
Yeah, you'll be
still dripped
as much basketball you play, you'll definitely be using a cane.
No, by the way, I'll be in incredible shape.
I think you'll be using a cane.
No, I don't think so. But again, I know that you have like confidence at 25 because you're 25. Like it's so.
I've had confidence since 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's like cool to you that you're 25. I get it. I was there. By the way, I was there. I was like 25 too. I was like, damn, I'm 25. These old ass niggas.
Now you're saying 30s sexy, right?
No, I'm not saying that. This isn't like
like you're one of those people.
I'm not like Hope. Like we did the button up and tried to make everybody dress formal.
Kanye used to.
Man, really trying to make it like formal. Like if you're not in formal dress code,
Kanye
like
did that too, though. The point when Kanye did that, we just wearing like wedding suits everywhere.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
if you
that
didn't
era.
wear a suit and black Ray-Bans, you just weren't. You weren't cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. You just gotta find your way in there. You know. I feel great though.
Yeah,
I feel great.
that's good. That's good.
Age is a funny thing though.
Age is a funny thing.
And it's a
The
blessing.
concept of it.
It's a blessing.
I would never stop staring. I look at my father now and I start seeing gray hairs and it's insane.
Yeah, it's just like you just don't know if you're gonna make it there. And then when you make it there, you're like, damn, okay, I'm here now. I don't really feel that much different than I did.
Yeah.
At this point, I thought I would.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you
this. It's been a good life though.
I think it's been a great life. Fantastic life. I'm looking at a sunset.
Yeah, no, it's nice.
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but
that's a B-roll.
It's all like, we see it now.
Interesting question because I was talking to my good friend Kai yesterday, and I talk to a lot of people all the time, and I think the one thing that I've always, the biggest conversation that I have, obviously when you're like with people who just don't know you or people who just assume is that like, just the conception people have of you in their mind. And it's so insane. And I can remember being younger and maybe having some conceptions, but they were never like the ones that I hear now, you know, like just like what people really assume. That I had to step back. It's, I guess when you know someone, it's hard to even see something from someone's point of view who doesn't, you know, but like when you just start and think about it, like, I mean, I don't think you've done it even in an interview in so long. Past that, I think all people really have to live off is music and Instagram posts, you know, and shit like Alex posting a video with the ring, with the necklace, you know, like just things that little people, like people depict shit and then they just create this synopsis of like you as a man. And when we first started hanging out and got really close, it used to like really irritate me and piss me off. Like I've been in lots of arguments.
You would get really upset.
Oh, yeah.
And you would text me and be really upset.
Well, you know, I'm just very defensive of our friendship.
I know.
That's honest. But to you, what do you think is what do you think is one of the most like just craziest things that you've heard about yourself that's just so not true? I know a couple, but like, what do you think?
I don't know if I could really pick one thing like, oh, this room. Well, I mean, there's kind of two ways to approach it. It's like, if you choose to live a life that is truly built and designed by you, for you, and the people that you care about, you will essentially not be able or not be willing to dedicate hours in the day to controlling every narrative.
Yeah.
I can't fix every rumor. I can't address every single thing. I've seen people wash their whole life out by trying to like overly communicate in every scenario, trying to like fix things and clarify and this, that, you know, like I'm here living a real life with people that I really love. And I think it's interesting, like whenever I meet somebody, particularly like women, I always kind of get this, like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a backhanded compliment, but it is kind of like a passive, like, wow, I just didn't expect, like, I thought you would be so different, or like, wow, you're actually really nice. That's a crazy one too. You're actually, like, saying you're actually anything means you basically thought I was a piece of shit.
Exactly.
And so, like, yeah, I get.
That's what I don't like about the internet, bro. Like, people don't know you. And they'll get this certain perception in their own brain that they made up. Never even met the person in person. You like you never met me. You feel me? You never met me in person. You did, baby. You know, that's why we cool. But you never met me in person, bro, so you don't know how I am. Like, comment, subscribe.
You're actually this and you're actually that.
Why did it stop again? Come on.
Which is crazy.
Which is, well, I guess it's not, because it's like at the same time you bring up like Alex posted a chain the other day, and then like people being like, you're sick that you thought of proposing 42 times. Like, God,
Yeah.
Do we not understand?
Actually,
No, it's even though he said that he didn't propose 42 times, but bro, you know how many women are in the world? Like, maybe he don't want to just, circulate the same women that be circling around. That's their business. But I'm just saying, like, there's a billions of women in the world, so that's actually believable.
I have to clarify.
Yeah, like it's like, do we not get that this is kind of like it's a conceptual art piece? I don't know, like
that's genuine.
Yeah, it's funny, but I don't know. I don't know the biggest misconception. What do you think it is?
Honestly, I just think it's that people think you aren't an actual rapper.
Yeah.
I think that for me is like one of the things I think that probably irritates me most.
Yeah.
I
don't want to give him his credit.
Understood that. I never understood.
Like from what perspective? Like the ghostwriting perspective?
No, just from the standpoint of just like, I don't know, bro. I think when someone is when you're crowned,
it's like a discrediting.
Yeah, just like when you're crowned titled the best.
Yeah.
It's like that weighs heavy on a lot of people, and for some reason, a lot of people just don't want to agree with something.
Yeah, they don't want to accept it.
Yeah, maybe, and it could be, and it's usually personal reasons as to why. The sun's going down, guys. We just want to say, if you guys see a different color in the video, I just want to let you know the sunset's going down. This guy here wanted to stay at the bar for hours. So that's why the video will now be for the rest of the portion darker until the sun is down and we can no longer do it. All right, cool. Anyways, I just have to make sure that's in there. We don't have money for budget to actually edit lighting, so when it goes dark, it's just dark.
It's a gradual. It's like a progression video.
Yeah, it's about to get really dark. Really dark. But yeah, I think it's just like the talent part. I think it's the talent part. I think that, and I think it's just like, people think like the whole, like, even like the upbringing from Degrassi, people try and use that as like, oh, he's like, he's not like that, or he's just all kind of assumptions that really irritate me from people who
I've heard it for so long. And it's just, I realized that it's not, like, I stopped chasing unanimous love a long time ago. I don't think unanimous love is attainable when you're in any form of competitive space, even if it is like based on opinion, right? Like,
yeah,
I'll bring up sports a lot in music, but again, it's a lot different, right? Because sports, there's a winner and a loser. So you can really base your point on the fact that this guy's the best because of this many rings or this many points or whatever, but
which is still opinionated.
Yeah, it is opinionated 100%, but
it's more on point.
More like it's got a little more foundation to it.
Yeah.
Our shit is really just like what you like and what you don't like. And I just realized a long time ago, not long enough, I wish it was earlier, but a while ago that I'm not gonna make everybody
a fan
love me
and like you, yeah.
And people are going to also kind of, I'm like a character. I'm not like a real, I don't feel often when I meet people, I have to like humanize myself. I was talking to a therapist at one point and he said something. And he was like, it was a really bad point. I'm not really a big therapy guy. I don't feel like I necessarily want the same life as the therapist is trying to pitch me on, which is like some life of like morals and simplicity and those type of thing.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't have morals and simplicity, but like I don't need my life to be rooted in like find somewhere to disappear in the world and like disconnect from everybody. That's not really like where I'm headed.
Right.
Yeah.
But I did talk to a therapist one time and he made this point about being like, no matter what kind of woman you're chasing physically, right? Like you like ass, you like titties, you like he's like, you have the biggest tits in the room.
Pause.
He's like, you walk into any room and you have just the most gigantic tits. Nobody can think about anything else other than whatever your gigantic tits, which is your Drake. I remember this about this guy. I remember that about this guy. I bet this guy does this. I bet this guy does that. Like all the preconceived notions, they're just like, they can't see past the gigantic tits unless they talk to you. And then they're like, oh, wow, like you're actually like, I mean, your tits are huge, but you're super smart. Right? Or like you're really nice.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to That's why I relate to girls with huge tits.
But
Yeah. You made me look down. You kept saying how you should think.
I wasn't really saying you. I don't know why I was looking too. That was crazy. I envisioned you as just
hell no. Pause.
Just mommy milkers.
Pause.
Here.
I know.
Yeah. All right, you can stop.
This interview got way more.
Yeah, it is getting dark. I'm telling you guys.
Yeah, it's getting kind of weird.
It's 10 drinks. All right. Well, that's a very valid point. Man, women are something else.
Right.
You know, I don't like to talk about them for long, to be honest, because they always leave me with a strong depression. Let's keep going. What do you think about? That's just true. I don't know. I got my feelings.
I thought there was a question following.
No, that was just facts. Yeah, that was just real life. What do you think? This is my question because this is something that, and it gets kind of weird. I might have to explain it, but you might get it. Why do you think?
I just been looking at draft day, staring off into the sunset, knowing his time is coming.
Where is he?
He's on the phone now, but before he was just like staring out at like the ocean waves, just knowing that his day,
about to be
his day's on the way. Fuck with that. I love
that. That's probably
he had a moment. He had a moment. Then he hopped on FaceTime.
Yeah. People are such manipulated and brainwashed. And like they just all follow these traits, right? Like these custom traits. And I'll explain it to you because it sounds so like weird. But what I mean by this is like why do people think like I was having a conversation once and someone was like, well, how much did your daughter weigh? You know, to me. Someone said that to me.
Oh yeah, I forgot Lil Yachty got a daughter.
Or someone's like, you know, when's your mom's birthday? I tell you, I don't know my mom's birthday. I know when it is,
right?
And I've never missed it. You know, ever.
Right.
And my mother has, I think, arguably had the best birthday since I became who I am.
Right.
But I don't know it off the top of my head. But why do you think it's a thing where it's like people like feel like, oh, you're supposed to know your parents' birthday. You're supposed to know how much your kid weighed when they came out. I feel like that's so stupid, right?
I mean, I think those are two really different things.
Those are just two. Those are
like knowing your mom's birthday and
these are two personal
knowing your kid weighed when they popped out is such a useless fact. Like I'm sorry, I do not know my son.
That's what I'm saying. But it doesn't mean you don't love your son. You're right. And you know what he likes.
Yeah, well now I did. Yeah. He was just like a
exactly
pod or something. I don't know. I just hold him and be like,
it's crazy.
I wasn't like, yep, 6.5 pounds. Like, I don't care.
But that is a real thing, though. That's a real thing in the world. People feel like you're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
And I never understood the conception of that logic. Like
people in Milwaukee.
No, like people everywhere. I guarantee you after this, it'll be a thing where people are like, you're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know that.
I get what you're saying.
I don't get it though.
What's the question?
Why do you think it is the way that like certain things happen that are just like people think automatically Christmas we buy gifts? I think that's just a trait.
It's just hardwiring.
Right.
It's just all hardwiring. It's just all it's the lifelong argument of nature versus nurture, right? Like, and that is nurture thing. It's like how were you well, I guess both nature and nurture. Yeah, just like what things were you raised on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like our accents and shit. Like it's like we probably all sound foreign to you being from Toronto because of just a place that we're from. And just the fact that like I don't know who started talking like that.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet that guy. I literally want to meet the first Toronto man of all time. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he got the accent from or any of that. But like I just like I know that like he's influenced all of us.
Yeah.
And now I'm like a full father talking like internet memes because that's my upbringing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, traditions and values. You know, why do they matter? Is that what you're asking? Or
I just don't get. I just wonder why people like. Why is such a thing? He's doing it again. I think you just missed it. He was doing it again.
He's locked.
Yeah, bro. He's feeling a dream. Do you believe in aliens?
I think first of all, as human beings, we find a way to wake up and think like the world kind of like revolves around our story. There's no way this can end or it can't end now because things are going too good or whatever. We definitely think we have more control over life than we do, 100%. And I've just seen it go the other way so many times that I know for a fact, like, I know just because shit's going good for me and I'm Drake, I know it doesn't mean I'm supposed to be here and grow old and be 80 or 90 years. It doesn't matter. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
I know I don't have control over that aspect of the story. But even deeper than that, it's like, man, I believe, like, bro, if Jason Momoa just walked up on the beach, like, right now on some just Aquaman shit, like, popped out of the water, I would not be like, I would be shocked. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be a little, like, I might be like, what? But I wouldn't be, like, I wouldn't run in the crib. I'd be like, that's Aquaman, obviously. Of course, there's a fucking entire world under there that we don't know about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't dip on him.
So you're basically saying, like, you're not.
Like, I'm open to the idea.
Right.
If Jason Momoa pops up on us right now,
as Aquaman,
I would be like, this interview just got way crazier. Pull up a chair. We need to know what
you just did.
What's popping down? Like, You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, if aliens come and get me, like, I'm gonna be like, yo, let's build. Build. Like, I'm gonna introduce him to Jordan right away.
Yeah. You'll have to before he. If he doesn't know, then it can get shaky. That's quick. Yeah, he has to know.
No, there definitely has to be shit that, like, we don't understand or right? Like, I don't know, this is just one planet, right?
Yeah.
What do we just think all the other ones are empty?
Yeah.
We're the only ones that get blessed with, like,
that's true.
Being chilling in Turks and Caicos, dropping sunglasses. Nobody else on any other planet has the sunglasses on.
I hope not one like this.
Nah, not the interchangeable lenses.
Exactly. That's exactly right. He supports it.
I support my brother. Honestly, one of my best friends. I love you so much. Honestly,
I love you. And I want y'all to stop. And even, you know what? I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it.
What are you saying?
I'm not gonna get into that time I hit you about that time about the shit on the internet.
That's everything.
Yeah. But the one time about the time I was upset.
You're always upset.
Okay. The time I hit you about the time I was upset about. Don't worry about it. Too many times.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. One last thing I would like to see, because I want to wrap it up. Sun's going down. We got things to do. If you know off the top of your head, because you've done so many things. He's doing it. He's doing it again. We ain't got to take a picture.
You good? Oh, all right. We're just making sure. No, you had one in one.
You was looking into the ocean.
No, you had one in one.
Yeah. It's like a short.
You were looking into the distance.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Like, no, it's all good.
We're still rolling, bro. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't afford security. Right? All right.
Hell no, I'm weak.
What is the craziest thing?
You don't need security out there. Shit.
I don't know.
But you know. You know. What just one thing, it might get you in trouble, but I just want to know one thing. And that's from a long time ago. All right, it's from a long time ago, obviously. But what's one of the
things? The whole story?
Please.
I know that's what you want.
I want to see what you're gonna say.
I once did like 3 hours of prosthetics. Like, so I could attend somebody's court date that I cared about. Because they were in trouble.
That's deep.
Yeah. And I walked in as like an 80-year-old man, and everyone was like, is that Drake as an 80-year-old? It definitely was like, I'm not like, yo, I had one of the like best Hollywood makeup artists in the world. They were still like, that's definitely Drake.
That's crazy. That did
not work.
What's a harmless confession?
You're asking me what is a harmless confession, or what's a harmless?
Like, what's a confession? And this could be anything.
I was gonna say a confession is that doesn't bring you harm. That's what a harmless confession is. But you weren't asking for a dictionary.
No. I wasn't. Webster. I wasn't asking for you to be Webster.
I don't know if I have a harmless confession.
It's just like something that like you really irritates you that you don't like. Like I hate when you go in a hotel and then they have the napkins and it's all nicely folded because.
Oh, that's like a pet peeve though.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say like.
Why do you hate that?
I didn't want to say it. Oh, because I hate messing it up because it's like really nicely,
Yeah.
like a nice flower, like someone took their time, and I never want to. Same when you go to a restaurant and it's folded all nice. Never feel like I can.
I think if we're fucking with each other and you wake up earlier than me, but have to like control the room. For example, like if somebody wakes up earlier than me and like busts the blinds open,
Oof.
or oh man, or like like if
Wow.
somebody's just on their phone but like taking calls and shit like in bed while you're if it's like if the bedroom turns into your office just because you woke up earlier than me,
That's terrible.
it's yeah, that's horrible to me.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like I don't like obviously like I'm all with like, here's a driver, start your day.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you later. Or like I'll wake up, we'll reconvene in a bit. But like to like take command of the room,
That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
And it's insane that there are women that do that.
People in general.
I mean, I would hope it's only women that.
Yeah, exactly. He got him on that one. Hell no.
I just didn't want to I didn't want to take you down the women path. No,
Women, you said people.
I know, but you sounded like you were like being hateful towards women. So I was like, yeah, but it's people in general.
I don't know about that one.
What? I just didn't want to bury you. Sorry, you're right. Well, I guess it's like, let's run that back.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't know. Where out there.
I mean, like, obviously, I was just trying to like.
I get it. It sounded like you were trying to say like,
get what you think. I get where my fault was, but I'm just letting you know I was trying to help you initially. So I threw myself under the bus for you.
Oh, well, that's
because
nice.
you were like, yeah, man, women, bro, and I was like, okay, like obviously. Like women gotta wear these glasses.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know that men do that in the bedroom.
I don't know either. I need women to put the shades on.
Okay, you're right. We do what we want women to wear their glasses. They're definitely unisex. Why do you think? And I'm only asking this because you do it the most and the most strongest. Why do you think when rappers bring rappers out on stage, they act as if they never seen them?
Yeah.
It's you.
That's so funny.
The way you hug people is so insane.
Like we'll just have seen each other backstage.
And backstage, and it's
like, I don't know, but maybe it's like maybe it's like adrenaline,
Okay.
Don't you think?
I don't know. We all do it.
I guess because like it's kind of like the crowd seeing them, and you're like, oh shit, like you're trying to play the role. Like I haven't seen you too. I don't know. That's a good ass question.
Yeah, you acting for sure.
But what would be the other side of it? Would it be like you coming on stage and being like I just been chilling with you for 30 minutes, and like don't acknowledge you? Like we're like that'd be so weird, no? That's so funny. That's such a good point. Like it's way too enthusiastic. Like. But I legit did perform for Baby the other day, didn't see him backstage at all, and didn't see him after the show, only saw him on stage.
I went on stage and didn't even see him on stage.
He cut?
I didn't even see him on stage.
That's wild.
I got you.
That's wild.
I didn't see him at all. That was a Moody conversation.
Is that what these are called?
I think I just off the top.
A Moody conversation.
It's like future mood.
Oh, I like that. A Moody conversation.
Yeah. That was a Moody conversation with Yachty and Drake. Thank you so much, bro.
Part 1.
Yeah, part 1. We'll see you guys next time in Croatia. I know. Man, just like that.
Just like that, we out this motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, make sure you get Lil Yachty glasses. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget that I have, just in case, because I don't know if there's going to be any restrictions when I upload this video on YouTube, if they're going to flag it or take it down or whatever. Make sure you subscribe to me or follow me on Odyssey. The link will be in my description. And yeah, that's where all my exclusive reactions to music videos, sports, stuff like this. But I don't think they're gonna flag this when I upload it. Hopefully not, which is will be good. That way y'all will know to follow me on Odyssey. It's where you get paid to watch content. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.